Alright, so we're going to continue on. I did a lot of grinding, but unfortunately, like what I did before, I accidentally stumbled over here while I was trying to find higher level enemies to actually engage with and fight. So, in any event, now this is what I call a real predicament. It looks pretty vicious. Did the boy really enter its den? I'm impressed he left alive at all. Vez was born under a lucky star. The manor is full of anecdotes about things like this. He's a forthright man. He wouldn't lie about this. If he says he went in, I have no reason to disbelieve him. Seem awfully calm about this. What do you do if we can't get the key back? Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, the things inside, the things that matter the most aren't inside the vault. Oh, really? I know where you're going with that, but I'm sure there's still plenty of things in there that do matter a bit, and I'm not letting you lose that. Thank you, Laura. Looks like it's still upset about our friend wandering into its den. We'll have to draw it away somehow, or defeat it where it stands. Now we'll defeat it here and now. I'm afraid more people might get attacked by this beast. We should just take it down just in case. Make a good point. Don't overdo it. I know my limits. I think I'm... What am I? Level 34? Yeah, I should be able to take this.
Alright, follow my lead. This will require all our concentration. We should stay calm, my friend. Spinning wheels.
Thank you for actually tanking. So I was trying to assemble a list of all the different combos that you can do in this game. I think I got a pretty good portion of them down, actually. There's just a couple that I was unable to find out, like, the full aspects of. I also noticed that in this game, just by mixing and matching different combos that you can do, you can, you put orbs on just based on the fact that you used any special move, as opposed to, I guess, in the base game where it didn't work like that. I forget how it worked exactly in the base game. I think you had to finish a combo and then you would only get one orb per combo. You get an orb per step in this game. Like, once again, I still kind of wish they showed that on the screen. I think that would be good. Come on, use it. There you go. I'm trying to build towards it, so I want to get an ice orb. I need ice and water, I think. Well, perfect timing. But yeah, if it's a special name for a move, like as you saw, there's freeze and then there's cold snap, which it's nice that he just swapped off because that was totally what I was about to do. That's part of the move. Like that's a special version of a combo. Anything with like a element and then just the number next to it is not. There we go, cold snap. Thank you. Okay, Dead of Winter would be nice. One more. Okay, Dead of Winter. I fucked up. I couldn't see it with too many effects. That's my fault. You did it cool. Okay, let's do it. We could really hit with anything. I'm gonna hit with fire because we have a water orb, so that's a guaranteed break. Let's do Mithra. And then we'll do Brigid, which will break the fire or the water orb. Okay. Oh. What is ice counter? Wind? Yeah, wind. We'll do Mithra. And then we'll do Aegean. We have another one. We'll do Jin again. We'll do Minoth. I forgot his name. I thought it was Minotaur for a minute. We'll do Aegean again. We're about to get a full burst here in a minute. I don't know, fan. Wind combos against ice. Right? Indeed. Yep, that's it. Full burst. It's too bad you can't really see. We got to overkill. We murdered him with this. Oh shit, I forgot there's still more shit to do in this. It's already dead though. Well, he took aggro with this, basically. That's incredible. But it's dead, so we're good. Good shit. Got the vault key back, too. I like that. It's a lot simpler to add up the combos and everything, too, because you can just throw in as many orbs as you want to. Okay, well, I think that's it for the quest, right? I gotta go back. See, I like it. It makes a lot more sense. It's a lot faster and smoother. You don't have to follow these really obscure path lines. You can, you know, it's a bonus if you follow certain path lines, but it's not like mandatory. You have to follow them. Okay, so anyway. You're not wrong about friends. We've hit nail on head. Well, you not need to see battle by own self to recognize look of triumph and just that good. Gives choice info about driver combo. Some monsters have a tendency to inflict topple on their own monsters' selves. Cannot dissipate force, so end up flat on ground. But lucky for drivers. Okay, so basically, some monsters will topple themselves, I guess, if they do a big attack. And you can just smack them out of it, I guess. Cool. Well, it's up to whoever has launch.
Great. Another
Spike Pauldrons. Chief Orion Overseer. Oh, I need to open that. I completely forgot to open that. This should level up Bridget, right?
Coming with me, treasure.
Ah, shit. I don't have enough lockpicking. I literally think that lockpicking is the skill that I need one more treasure chest to unlock. I think I just got unlucky there. Let's see. It would be under Affinity. Yeah. That if I could open that, I would have gotten the lockpicking, which would have allowed me to open it. So there we go.
Fisticuffs favor the prepared.
So a bunch of items, 2 full blade combos, and then he just needs to use Cyclone. Okay, that's it basically. But yeah, I was trying to unlock a whole bunch of different stuff. I need to defeat an Aurea or Dune. It looks like some of these are from story events or something, because it's not telling me where to do that. Capacitate allied, and that's gonna. This one's gonna be hard to farm. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it specifically has to be done by a Gian and his party, or if it can be done by anyone. Because I don't think anyone's gotten knocked out since we did that. We'll probably just let a monster hit someone, but we need gauge in order to revive them. So I don't know. I'll have to see about that one. Did I open that down there? Yeah, I did. Okay. So it's just going to have to be some random treasure chest that I can open.
Aren't we intrepid?
There was a ether miasma somewhere else. I forget where. Oh, actually, I remember where right now, so I'll do it in a minute here. It's the key, no mistaking it. Try not to drop in any more deadly, dangerous places. About that, Vez. I think it's high time you took some time off. You don't have to take it that far. And I have no clue what is causing that. That is so weird. I have no clue what is disconnecting and reconnecting like that. We'll deal with that later. I think it's important, actually. I know that herb you've been picking. Clear Bright Crest. No, it's a remedy for diseases of the blood. You say you were picking herbs for your grandmother. Clear Bright Crest is quite rare. Here it's only used to treat the gravest of afflictions. Is that why you went to those lengths? You needn't worry about your duties. Just hurry home and tend to your grandmother. For all, nothing is as valuable as good health and family. Lord Adam, you're too kind. So it's the most valuable thing that's not found in the vault. As long as you're alive, there's hope in all things. What could be more precious than that? As you say, Lord, then accept your punishment and thank you for it. Right, so if you need anything, I can just grab it from the vault, sir. Is there anything you need? Only come this far thanks to you. Speak and your wish will be granted. You're kind of putting me on the spot here. How about a recipe for a royally delicious meal that's been handed down in your family? Is it the best use of a wish? No, but I mean, I'm curious, okay? Hunger will get the better of anyone. Okay, so we're only getting a recipe out of the vault. Could have asked for money. Could have asked for something cool like a katana. Yeah. Okay, you get a couple of things. So is he gonna make another row?
Thank you.
Yep. He kind of like squeezed it in. Alright, good stuff. Now, there is one thing I did overpass earlier. Movement heal. Movement heal will be good in another game like X, where movement is pretty important. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go back to the Kingdom of Torna. What? No, Gormott, I'm sorry. Go back to Gormott. I'm going to go back to the Cooley Lake Camp, which I did get out to when I was grinding and doing various things. I was grinding out here for a little bit. Because right here is a Nopon. I'm gonna grab the quest first. That nasty article, not nice. Will friend listen to what was a Pun Pun? There was a ferocious crust dip on Rampage. Rotten monster set upon Pun Pun in Pun Pun's special napping place. Pun Pun's blood boils with desire for vengeance, revenge. But Pun Pun has certain values that prevent from taking up arms, peace-loving, nap-loving, and so on. But still, Pun Pun would like to see grin wiped from rude monster's face. Pun Pun cries for justice. Mirhez Kristup. I like the feeling of being bested by a beastly entity, and monster has many, many friends in swampy lands around camp. Make mincemeat of 3, and Pun Pun can rest easy in bed knowing justice has been done. Wait, so I'm just killing 3 random Krustips, not even the one that messed with this poor Nopon? I think that's what they're saying for me to do. Yeah, like this thing right here, right? Yeah, I'm just murdering 3 of them. Literally committing genocide of a species just because you're slightly salty they interrupted your nap time. Wait for... oh, well, that's fine. The reason why I'm not going to combo this with anything specific is because I want to use Fan's ability. Shit. Her level 2 so I can get her an affinity skill. Oh boy, here we go. Fucking evasion out of nowhere. One thing I also found is that Adam actually doesn't really use Minoth that often. So I swapped Mithra out, and he kind of started to use her, lean more towards using him. I don't know if I was just unlucky in that aspect, but he wasn't really using her until I swapped him in like that. But anyway, I'm gonna really quick. Ooh, 777, lucky. I'm gonna use the flower chip on Fan. Might remove the luck, but it will make her do more damage, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I can find one more treasure chest somewhere so I can level up Bridget. Oh shit, okay, well, it's vicious. And I'm trying to save up to get the ability for Laura to combo moves into each other. Oh, I hate this. Not so much that we have to swap, but I hate the fact that we did knockdown. We have Earth on it. I'd love to put Dark on it, because Mithra is an easy break for Dark. Assumes that he can get level 3. There you go. Okay, well it doesn't matter, he's dead anyway.
Yes, this should do nicely.
Aren't we intrepid?
Okay, maybe there's treasure somewhere over here. Out in the lake. Seems like they're a bit nicer about not spawning monsters in like the deep part of the lake where you can't fight back. I remember that in X. I was kind of annoyed at that. Oh yeah, and someone commented on one of my Xenoblade videos that even though I know the ending of Xenoblade 1 now at this point, because I played this game, which I didn't know was a direct sequel, I thought this was more like a Final Fantasy series type of a deal when I played it, because X had no bearing to Xenoblade 1 from the little bit of it I played. Oh nice, that was completely accidental. Beautiful. But yeah, someone said I should still give Xenoblade Chronicles 1 a full playthrough, which is a fair point. I should actually. So that's not off the table. It's just it's not happening anytime in the near future. Maybe next year, like mid to late next year at the earliest, because I played 2 Xenoblade games like most of this year. Like it's not happening. It's too much, man. Topple. Like too much Xenoblade for a full year, basically. So it'll happen eventually. Oh yeah, and you need to swim so much to get a skill from what's his name, Aegean. It's like I think you need to swim like 500 meters.
Aren't we interested?
And see, this game does what I actually wish a lot of Tales games would do. As I always compare this game to Tales games, because it really does feel like a Tales game, and it looks like a Tales game at some points. This game lets you use all your party members in combat freely. You can swap freely between all of them, which is the one thing I really wish Tales would let you do. They let you do it once, and I was really happy, but then they stopped letting you do it. This is one I need the Golden Seeker for. Well, oh, thank the Lord.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Alright, good. Let's get our lockpicking. But yeah, you can freely swap them as you need them in combat. Now, is there kind of a reliance on Haze? Yeah, but you can freely swap her in and out as you need. It doesn't take that long to get them ready when you're in combat. It's what, maybe like 10 seconds? Because the whole point of this combat system is to emphasize the switching. You get hurt, you get the recoverable health, switch, you know, like that's the whole point. That's kind of the whole point of the combat system. In addition to the healing, you know, like now you have free healing on a couple characters. Now you can also heal just by swapping, which will kind of delay, you know, you going critical. Which I love. I think that's a great idea so far. My only thing is that sometimes, like, just people get insta-killed. You know, just it's unlucky, I guess. It's just unfortunate. But it's not been too bad. I mean, like, insta-killed fighting enemies that are level appropriate. Let's see if I can find one. Let's see if I can, there we go. We'll just do this one. I know there's another one somewhere around here, but I'm okay. Someone topple him. I forget who else is toppled. Someone has it, I have no clue. Fucking evasion. Because before you had to go along certain combo paths in order to put up your orbs. And I think that this is just a lot nicer. Like, yeah, you're supposed to follow certain combo paths, but at the bare minimum, if you want to just put up orbs, you can. You're not forced to follow combo paths. So let me unlock this. Yeah, unfortunately I'm missing a lot for Aegean. What do I need? Use his crafting skill. Swim a lot. I almost have that, actually. And then use the far-sighted talisman, which Fan has to make. And then Arya... Let's swim a lot, since we're near water. I almost have it, actually. I gotta turn this in anyway. So let's go for a swim before I do it.
This is becoming addictive.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
Okay. Any moment now. Yeah, there you go. And you actually can change the elements of your human party members. So, for instance, I got a couple of weapons for everyone. That's not how you change weapons. It's under accessories. This will change Laura to water type, which isn't awful. But what I'm hoping for is I could find a electric whip. These things also come with rarity because I want to swap Adam to fire. Because you see he has a 10% critical hit ratio increase, which would be nice. But if I take him off electric, nobody can hit electric. Unless, well, Hugo has to stay earth. So basically these three have to have some combination of like earth, lightning, and then something else. Because there's no extra blades to hit those two. So there'll always be some combination of that, I feel. Just so we can hit every element. Right, much thanks to friends, indeed. Community gained.
Thanks for that.
Pum Pum can nap in safety. Yeah, I wouldn't nap outside like that anyway, but... Listen, I don't want to win any Darwin Awards, you know what I mean? I'm okay.
Always happy to put a
Iron Headband and Evasion Focus too.
Aren't we intrepid?
Key Affinity rank 3. So what I'll do is I'll go back. I need to kill an Arya or Dun. Some of these monsters I recognize, but some of them, I'm not gonna lie, I don't. Like, I've just killed a bunch of them, so I just kind of, I just go out there and I fuck them up, pretty much, for lack of a better word. And then I just get experience from it. So now, where is it exactly? I'm never gonna stop pressing X. So many games over the years have just completely moved away from using start for this stuff, and this is like one of the few games that actually uses it. I think it's Aegean, right? There we go.
Drop by drop is the pot filled.
Command water. Use Aegean's crafting skill. Foresight talisman. Was it him? Yeah, it was. Near the Rakamorn. Aurea or Doom. Is that like the bird or something? I know where this is because it's right out here. I had to come here a few times. Let's see. It's probably the bird then, isn't it? Maybe the bird doesn't spawn at night. Yeah, I don't think the bird spawns at night. Okay, well here's what I'll do. I'm going to change time. Nope. What is it then? I had to kill Slade X for, what's his name? Actually for Bridget. There it is, okay. It's the big bulls. Go figure, right?
Sorry, I'm afraid we can't go easy on you.
Let the scowl begin.
Break!
Healing
I'm
regularly
feeling
is the
confident.
key
I'm
to
sure
ensuring victory.
you read my mind.
Oh no, please. And smash. I I absolutely love Paige in this game. She's so good. You wouldn't think it because she looks like a caster, but she's actually really good.
But not a blade. She could easily become His Majesty's consort.
Aren't we intrepid?
So let's not for a moment get that twisted. She is not a typical caster. She's way better than Nia by far. And I thought that says a lot. She comes with better, more healing focused builds. One thing I'll say is that her third move, the knockback move, is pretty meh. Knockback isn't that great. Knockback, I mean, blowdown technically has some use, but it's really just cheesy. It doesn't really help that much.
Aren't we intrepid?
I don't really like the knockback. That might just be me, because you got to stay close to your enemies anyway. So, I mean, it doesn't make sense to knock them away and then have to chase them in a game where moving is basically a punishment.
My sword is sharper.
Okay, what do I need to do for him? Use his crafting skill 9 times and craft a far-sighted talisman. So let me use the campfire, why not? We'll just stop here for 2 seconds. I think I'll be able to get maybe an extra level or 2. Fan.
This one I'm quite proud of.
Here we go, Farsight Talisman.
May it serve you well.
Do I have to use it? I think I have to use it. I think I literally just read use. And for Aegean.
I will challenge myself. Does it suit you? Does it suit you?
3,
How do you like it?
4,
It's done. How do
5,
you like it?
6,
Does it suit you?
7,
Does it suit you?
8,
How do you like it?
9.
It's done.
Okay. Let's read a chat. Why not? Milton. What's up, Mick? What happens if you get desert fever? Master Adam told me. He said your lungs get infected and you get sick like you had a cold or something. Oh, if that's all it is, maybe it's not much to worry about. Pretty much. But if you're unlucky, it can spread to your skin, joints, bones, liver, and kidneys. And if that happens, you're done. Done. Let's not worry, Mick. I know Prince Adam, and I know he'll get the medicine made for sure. Yeah, okay. It's supposed to be, like, to remind you what to do. But I like that it's a nice little touch. It just kind of sucks that you have to pretty much backtrack every time something major happens to a campfire to fully enjoy it. What can this guy make? A wing booster increases running speed by 5%. So basically for him you have to keep finding all these lootable items. All the salvage and stuff from doing salvaging, which I am not doing too well at. So let's rest. There we go. She can get 2 levels. That's pretty lucky.
I have to.
2 levels again.
What an incredible feeling.
What is he gonna get? 1? Yeah. Hugo's slightly behind since a lot of the experience for him didn't really count. I guess because he joined so late. Feels bad. Alright. And I need to use it with what's his name? Farsighted Talisman.
I hope I am never parted from it.
So do I even need to exit the menu? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now we have level 2 for both of these. Very good. Okay, so anyway, let's actually progress with the story. I'm just going to save the game. I haven't saved in a bit. I fell asleep, so there was like an extra 3 hours on this save file. Don't worry about it. Hello there, Mungo. Prince Adam, your companion's by your side. If I may boldly guess, were you so kind as to come here in order to obtain some desert traveling preparation? Bang on the mark. Here's enough tawny carrots and nest extracts for several people's share of remedies. Oh, very good. Never heard some real provision. You have no idea how touched I am. This gladdens not only my heart, but those of the resistance and the people of Aletta. Huh? So you finally found it within you to bear the burdens of Torna, your majesty. Wonderful. Sorry, Mungo, I'm not sure I follow you. I think this day would come. The long years I've spent waiting for your majesty to ascend the throne. Adam, you aren't thinking of doing anything like that, are you? No, the thought never even crossed my mind. Where's all this coming from, Mungo? His Majesty the King has a kind heart, no doubt, a little too kind at times to do what he must. I feel that many of his subjects long for a decisive and resolute leadership, such as the Prince could offer. Prince Adam, if only I could lay claim to such irresistible charisma. Your Imperial Majesty, what a thing to say. Prince Adam possesses great virtue, but I must humbly assert that your Majesty has at least eaten an equal portion. I concur absolutely with Aegean, your Majesty. I really think you're making too much charisma, too much of this charisma of mine. Anyway, I could never usurp a lawful ruler or bloodline. I want to go to the royal capital, but only to protect Torna, not to take it over. Really, well, that's a terrible shame if you ask me, your Majesty. I don't know if you were serious or not there, Mungo, but either way, that kind of talk is unwise to say the least. Prince Zetter is notoriously insecure. If you heard something like that, things could get pretty interesting. Interesting, that's alright for sure. Anything's interesting when you can just sit back and watch from the sidelines. I'm certainly moved by your declaration of loyalty, your Majesty. I promise to be a little more discreet about my hopes for you to ascend the throne from now on. You can stop addressing me as your Majesty. Well then, my good apothecary, for how much can we acquire your fine desert medicine? Forgive me, I got a little sidetracked there. Let's take the ingredients and combine them post-haste. Here we are, desert medicine for 5. Do I need to use it, or is it just something I just need to have in my inventory to pass a check? Actually, maybe I should have waited before I leveled up. I'm not going to sit back down, though. It's whatever. Okay. So it's fast travel. Really? You can't teleport to the campfire? I guess not. Okay.
It's a nice change of pace. Let's catch our breath and move out.
Really feels like you would be able to, but oh well.
This is becoming addictive. Nature makes a fine ally.
I really can't wait to see what the next type of Xenoblade game is. I'm really hoping it's X2. I think X2 would be a good game to make. I really don't know what's doing that. And it's driving me insane, and I really apologize if anyone is hearing that. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna check all my USB connections after this, because I literally didn't even move. So I'm guessing it's my PS4 controller, maybe.
This is becoming addictive.
Maybe the wire is starting to kind of go, or maybe the controller itself is. Alright, we got a village here. I think I got another flower chip I probably should have used.
Very good. We can stay here for the day.
Okay.
Something wrong?
No, but this place is familiar somehow. It feels like it anyway.
Is it possible you've been here before?
I have no memory of it. But still.
Maybe you could just have a little walk around. Something might jog your memory.
Yeah, maybe so.
Hyber Village. Alright, let's see what they have. Because I sold a bunch of garbage. Gear Vest is now pretty good. It boosts your max HP by 20. Boosts strength by 20. Iron Headband increases our critical damage. Agility, dexterity. Let's get 2 Gear Vests. And 1 Steam Belt. Let's see if they're actually better. Because they will be later if they're not now. Where is it? Accessories. Yeah, the Steam Belt I think is better. It's the Promise Ring. Yeah, it is. It just barely is starting to edge out the 500 boost. Same thing for him. So I'll put that on. What do I have on him? Increases strength, yeah, and this is better. And I know you can stack them, but unfortunately, and one thing I kind of wish is that this game had an actual, like, equipment system, like a head slot, a body slot, maybe a boot slot and stuff, and then maybe like an accessory slot, like an actual equip menu, but oh well, it's all good. Minor things. Like, minor things are what really get to me about this game. It's nothing super major. These would be better for these guys. They're tank accessories. Custom whips. Okay. And a trick katana. Okay. And I can use the other flower, the flower. I'm never gonna stop doing that. I can use the flower chip on someone else. So maybe Mithra, I think. Who didn't get it? No, Mithra got it, so I guess now Minoth is better. Yeah, there's no one else to use it on unless I want to use it on one of these guys. But I don't think I want to. I mean, technically it would benefit Bridget more, but I think I'm fine. I'll just hold on to it. Well, cool. It's been ages since I saw drivers and blades. This village is so small. It's only got 2 houses and an inn. It used to be way bigger, but people don't really come by anymore. If you're gonna stay at Teo's Inn, come by and play with me, okay? Monster Granny. It's certainly rare to meet drivers and their blades. I came here to investigate monsters. Quite the life for an old lady. Wouldn't trade it for the world. You seem like reliable young tykes. Maybe I'll tell you about it someday. If you want to know more about this village, though, you have to ask someone else. I'm just a visitor here. So what, this dude? A hyper huntsman?
I'm something of an expert.
Well, Matt, so the repairs to let bridge are finished, are they? We were a sleepy village to begin with, but after the bridge fell, our trickle of visitors dried up completely. I'm glad the bridge is fixed. So we're planning on crossing the Dana Desert. From here, it would be a good idea to rest up in the inn first. It's tough out there in the desert, even for strong drivers and blades. Drivers and blades. If you're to cross the Dana Desert, would you come and stay at my inn first? I don't have much to share with you, but you will let me do what I can. There's a reason I've been running this inn for the past 70-odd years, you know. I like helping folks. Okay, sure. We can do that. Especially since it's mandatory. We have to do it. We literally have no choice.
Hey, you! You wouldn't be Ornelia's former blade, would you?
Ornelia? No, I'm...
From the Territorial Defense Corps! It is you!
What?
Oh, I remember it well. Even though I was knee-high to a grasshopper back then. With that sword slung across your back, you were so cool. If you hadn't come when you did, our village would have been... Oh, yes! The house you used to live in is still out there on the outskirts.
House?
Why does this seem very familiar? Like I've heard this exact conversation before. In some game. I don't remember where.
I'll check out the back.
Good.
I think we've seen this scene before, right? Just with a sepia tone. Right, he hides the picture from her, I think. So we're finally getting context to this. Or maybe he doesn't. Well, that book is special. It's colored differently. Absolutely.
Desolate.
Yeah, no, he hides the book from her. Okay, that's right.
I heard it's been 19 years, but... What is it? Did you remember something?
No. It's nothing.
Really? That's too bad. I would have liked to have learned about the ordeal.
Yeah, this cutscene is straight from it.
I am who I am. I do not change.
Yeah, sure.
Laura, you okay? What happened?
You got me right here. My heart's pounding.
Oh my god, she falls in love with him.
But
That was such an awesome line.
what?
Jin, you didn't even realize, did you? Sometimes you'll say something and I'll just swoon.
But
I don't think any girl could refuse you.
She's actually hitting on him.
I
Wow.
didn't mean to.
Nuh-uh. You're smooth and you know it.
Laura, what do you...
I don't think that part was in the flashback, though.
Smiling faces. It's her, right? Or Nelia here.
Yes. Yes, I think it is.
Standing next to you with such a goofy, blissful smile. It has to be, I'm sure of it.
Are you?
Hey, we should take a photo
Really?
of us together. I'm sorry.
No
When did this
cameras.
become
Yeah,
a group?
why not?
Me and Jin?
Come now, Laura. We all drink from the same well, don't we? That's a wise saying, I think.
I don't think that's strictly applicable here.
You can't have done this in secret anyway.
Never done this before. Feels nice. Your Majesty, if I may say, it's no time for levity.
Ijian, relax. You should be open to new experiences.
Oh, fuck. Where did we fall in with him?
Okay, then you
This is a lit photo, by the way. This is cool.
everyone say, Torna! There.
Like how Mikhail didn't even look at the camera. He closed his eyes. He fell asleep. Yeah, I think this photo is completely original, by the way, because it shows Adam, and it also shows a character who's completely new. 2 new characters. So, but that's cool. They got to take a happy photo like that.
How long have you been with Adam?
3 years, maybe? 1 year with Mithra. When my village washed away in a flood, Adam was the one that helped us out.
Right. So it wasn't the war then?
No, it was. Resources were running low, so we stripped the mountain bare. That's what caused the flood. Hey, Laura. You were looking for your mother, right? Did you get separated during the war?
If only that were the case. There are some things you don't know about me.
Things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mother used to work as hired help. When I was about 10, she was working as a maid. That was when Jin came into my life.
You were a driver at 10.
That's right. Things immediately turned bloody. I had to get out of there in a hurry. 17 years later, here I am.
Wow! You don't look 27. I would have said 20 at most.
Hey, flattery will get you everywhere.
Well, just like me and Nick, I guess.
Yeah, like plenty of kids out there. That's why I'd like to help, stand by them. Just like Jim always stood by me. It's almost more real than real family. Right? Don't you think, Mick? What? No reaction? I'm really trying here, you know.
Ah, it's fine. He's smiling on the inside.
Yeah.
Well now, you can tell.
Sorta.
I see. Well, I'm feeling all inspired now.
Look how clammed up he is.
Just the spirit we'll need if we're going to set this world to rights.
And then later he starts dancing like Michael Jackson and being super upright. He must have this huge character growth arc.
You can join in.
What's that?
You don't need to ostracize yourself for being an Aegis.
That's not what I'm...
I happen to think you've got a lot going for you. You know?
Dude hit him with the killer elbow.
Should we really be bringing the kids along?
Are you worried? Allrest is a dangerous place right now. The war reaches everywhere.
I'm sure we can keep them safe in a normal fight. But if...
Where are you going?
I want to speak with Adam.
At this time of night?
I'll see what he thinks about it. And if his mind is made up, there's still no harm done.
What the fuck?
Have you been there? Hey! What are you doing in my bed?
This sounds familiar.
What are you talking about?
Alright, and she murders some kids. Interloper.
Quit it. This is where I sleep. It ain't your bed, lady. Ow. Oh, you're such a pain in everyone's bum. You know that. You simpleton.
Hey, wait a minute. Calm down, folks. Ow!
I think that was fucking Minoff. It's hilarious.
What's all the noise? Something happened.
Oh, come on, yeah. Absolutely.
Perhaps that's wise.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just ask him tomorrow.
See, this game does it way more in modesty. It's not every 5 minutes there's a silly scene. I like that a lot more. If you're gonna shitpost, you gotta shitpost sparingly, you know?
Morning.
Oh, they do kind of throw it in out of nowhere, to be honest. It's weird.
You're hurt. Are you okay?
Yes, I imagine I'll live.
Sounded like quite a scene.
Yes, well, I was just collateral damage. Before, you said if you met a child in whom you saw something of yourself, you'd want to help them. I don't have the heart to leave them here.
I know. And they've got their own concerns. They want to create a place for themselves in this world.
At their age, it's remarkable.
I think it's on us to see they don't come to harm.
Right? And what a charge it is.
I wonder what exactly Milton's gonna become and where he's gonna go. Here for a quick mosey across the desert, assuming you've all got your medicine right here. Won't leave my sight. How about Milton, Mikhail? Well, good. I've been keeping tabs on him since morning. Let's embrace the arid beauty of the Danad Desert. We'll be able to see the capital before long. I hope we won't get lost out there. We don't have the luxury. The capital needs to be informed of Malice's intentions as soon as possible, and let us make haste. Yeah, remember that from like ages ago? Beyond the Endless Dunes. So I guess he gets his book recipes as we just happen to play more with him. So maybe he has like a couple books or something. Okay, there's a side quest back here. Seem to be able to focus out a little job for you. You may have noticed that the Ferris live in the vicinity of this here hyper village. Help me greatly if you could defeat a few of the ugly brutes and bring me some Ferris beast meat. Can make hyper meatball stew. How much do you need? I probably have enough at this point, just from killing them over and over. Yeah, we're done. I don't even know how much you wanted. Be able to feed my son hyper meatball stew. Not exactly the luxury living here. I'm going to give you the recipe. Okay, I don't even know how much I gave him. I really don't. So I just gave it to him, whatever.
Thank you.
Fine by me. Literally the easiest quest in the world, because I would grind it, I was able to just complete it immediately. Coil chip and Arts Heal 2. I will... At least pressing start lets me get through that real quick. Let's give, not Jin, what's his name? Let's give it to a Gion. Right? Didn't he have Arts Heal? Someone had Arts Heal on. Yeah, whatever, I'll give it to Minoff then. I have 2 of them. There we go. We'll give it to her. Restore even more when using an art. You don't need to use any weapon points. No, not really. No one can really even use it anyway. We'll boost this just so we can use it more often.
This is becoming addictive.
Okay. So if that's it, then I'll just split, because there's not really much else for me to do here. Oh, I didn't go get the other miasma. Shit. Maybe I should get it now, while I'm ahead. Oh, Art Stealth is going to be good. I think I should go get it now, right? Is that fast travel point? Hyper Village? Okay, yeah, I totally forgot to go get this. It's in Gormott by the camp again. It's directly to the north. I should just be able to run up to it for the most part. Shouldn't be any special thing I need to do or anything like that.
Quite the voyage. You remember our destination, don't you?
This is becoming addictive.
Okay. Probably gonna need to kill this one crustip.
These guys should be no problem.
I need to put Art Stealth on for Laura, I think. Actually, it won't work for her. Okay. I don't know how this gigantic crab is able to evade arts, but you know what? It's a video game. I can't take it too literally. My head will literally explode if I try to do that. Okay. Power of Light is from Mithra, by the way. I thought it was from Hades, but it's actually from Mithra. Okay, what do I get from it?
Aren't we intrepid?
Some of this stuff is common, but you know what? If it's a good resource place to get it, I mean, it's not that far, not that hard to get to. So anyway, that's fine. Go to Aletta. Just wanted to get it done and out the way.
Skip and a jump later.
Well, shall we continue?
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Okay. Maybe just because there's less stuff going on and less stuff getting thrown around, it might just be a little bit easier to kind of level everything up. Maybe that also plays a role. I mean, not that there's any shortage of affinities to max out or anything like that. Like, a lot of things I've had to specifically work my way towards unlocking and leveling up. Okay, we're still higher level than all these enemies, so we can just push onward.
Aren't we intrepid?
At the next campfire, I need to cook that dude's meal. I need to look it up. I don't know what he really wants.
We made it. Good stuff.
One of my favorite parts of adventuring.
Who needs help? Oh, beautiful. There's one right here. There's nothing here, nothing at all. That fraud, if that no pun sold me false information, I swear. Why am I angry? What's it to you? Here, this treasure map. The other day in Torna's capital, I met a no pun who sold to me on the cheap. X marked spot, he said, and I believed him. I went up to the Golden Twin Mesa looking all over, but I haven't found a thing. I guess this treasure map isn't with the paper it's drawn on. I guess I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. Maybe I'm just going about this the wrong way. I need some kind of special skill to find the treasure. I'm fed up with this now, but maybe you could go have a go at tracking down the treasure for me. If you bring it back, I'll let you keep it. Because, you know, finding out the truth of the matter is more important to me than the treasure right now. Here be treasure.
I hope we'll be able to help.
So let me do it right now, I guess, since I'm at a campfire. For this dude's quest, I need Chilsane Kostya, or Chilsanian Kostya. I'm only at 30 of 70. Fuck that. That's dumb. Okay, I need to go back to Last Shim Cove anyway, so once I make this, I'll go back to him. Who makes it?
Don't spoil your appetite before I'm done.
Oh, you're kidding me. Where do I even get this thing from? Well, I'm just going to wait until I get a Sumpkin. Whatever. Oh, well.
I can still improve. I have to.
The future is within our grasp.
All credit to my siblings in arms.
Just get a free level. There's literally no reason not to, so might as well.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
So what exactly does she want? She just wants to know if it's true or not.
This is becoming addicting.
Also, the levels aren't as extreme. So maybe this game doesn't go up to like level 99 or above like the base game does. Okay, what kind of special skill do we need? It says it's below me. Oh, okay, here we go.
The suspense is killing me.
Something's buried down there.
Mining and
Don't
fortitude.
have to tell me twice.
How could you not have that, though? You think you both... every character starts with level 1 in their respective farming abilities. HP attack boost. So I think that one's pretty easy. You just gotta go do it. Increases damage dealt by 15%. Increases evasion rate. Reduces aggro... here we go. Reduces aggro drones from Ardent Specials by 7. And Jin definitely needs that. I'm trying to think who would really benefit from HP attack boost. Increases accuracy at max affinity. Increases evasion rate by 8%. Yeah, I think that might be better than accuracy. Increases damage dealt by 30. Reduces aggro drone. We need arts. I don't really think auto attacks make that much enmity. I mean, I'm sure they do, and I'm sure someone will definitely eventually tell me that I'm an idiot, but I don't feel like they do. I feel like it's mostly the arts that I use. It's more that Hugo needs to take the initiative and actually initiate fights, which you can't do if you don't play as him. Let's go here.
I think we've been spotted.
Who? Oh, well, this is great. Okay. So what am I looking at over here? Palva, the greedy adventurer. Fuck, water. Oh no, you need water right away.
I see there's work to do.
Oh, okay, here we go. What? Oh my lord. And over here, I thought I was getting too many of these fucking things. Wow. That's ridiculous. Well, I have enough, it looks like. I just have to dump all of it to save this man. That's actually ridiculous, but I did it. I feel so much better. It's actually a woman. You really saved my bacon, thank you. Name's Palva, just an adventurer with a dream of finding fame and fortune here in Torna Desert. Though dream implies it might not actually happen, but believe you and me, or believe you me, is definitely gonna happen. I was feeling pretty ravenous, so I chowed down a couple red pollen orbs I found in a green barrel, but then my body got really hot, so I gulped down a whole bunch of water. Waited for my partner, but they never came back. When I ran out of food and water, I thought I was gonna die. Why didn't you just go back to the capital? I didn't want to give up my lead. Legends say that Torna Desert has gold just lying around all over the place for anyone to take. My partner and I made it out here before anyone else. Hey Adam, is that true about the gold? Ask any Tornan school child and they'll tell you that it is. No more than a legend. Should have known you were a bunch of non-believers. Said, yeah, we're not doubting you. You didn't come all this way out here just to dig, just because of some childhood fairy tale, you know. I've got a machine that tells you exactly where the gold is. So that's your hidden weapon? Precisely, my partner hauled it up in a load of salvage. All it needs is a gravitonic clutch, and it should be up and running and sniffing out gold like nobody's business. Palva, her partner is a fucking Nopon, of course. It's Dudon! Wow. I nearly shriveled up and died of thirst out here. Biggest apologies. Oh wait, it's you. Friends are the same friends who helped Dudon before. Fancy meeting you here. Yes, friends were big help when Dudon needed to get gravitonic clutch. This isn't the time for idle chit-chat. We need to get the Fortune Finder Matron 4000 up and running. So what, because I got him the gravitonic clutch, it's just fine. Switch on. Machine will run all over Torna Desert and find gold buried in sand. Probably. That's a pretty big asterisk at the end of that. Switching on now. What's back? Did it find anything? Dudon. I noticed the Fortune Finder Matron failed to Finder Matron any fortune. It turns out Dudon's self-taught engineering skills not sufficient. You bloody Nopon. I sunk every last penny of my savings into modding the FF4000, so I better produce results and fast. Machine need remodel by expert. Like crazy inventor who live in capital or anyone, please to not pressuring Dudon anymore. Seems to have cracked a little. Hey, please help me out. Dudon has already outlived his usefulness, so you're all I've got. To tell you the truth, I'm a little curious myself as to whether there's any gold in the desert, so why not? Consider my interest piqued. Let's go find someone who's good with machinery. Community... What? What did I do for... Fuck that dude. Whatever. It's not my fault. I literally helped him. It's not my fault he's an idiot. Oh, you lost his community. Ooh. Amazing. Why am I surprised but not surprised at the same time? Okay, where are we going? There's a quest up there, but I'm not going to be able to get to it. How is this guy dying so quick? Come on. Got you. Of course. I thought that was us doing that to him. We were like, oh, cool. Cocoon. Okay, let's switch to the... What's her name? Let's kill this thing actually first. Okay. Good shit. You gotta love it. It's good combo ability, and everyone sort of pitches in a fair chunk. I just need to give Hugo and his crew as much self-regeneration as possible, pretty much. All they need is aggro, anything that boosts aggro, and just self-regeneration. I was kind of hoping you would ignore me, given I'm 7 and 6 levels above you. Oh boy. I see, this is where shit gets out of control. Unfortunately, there's no group AoE version of the chain attack. That's another one of those things. It would be nice to be able to maybe use an AoE version of the chain attack. Just so that way I could maybe hit a bunch of, you know, little enemies just to get some extra damage out of them. It only works on one enemy, so... What's the last one? Okay. I also somehow removed the names of my abilities in combat. I have no clue how I did that. Must have hit that option at some point by complete accident, which is pretty funny because I actually forget which ones are the positionals. I remember Y is my side positional. That's literally it. I thought we aggroed something else from this too. Because it gave a shout. Okay, that's no problem. I think we were only in trouble at the very beginning when we were fighting 5 of them at once. After that, it was pretty easy. Okay, treasure chest. Oh my lord. It's because it's under a waterfall. The water is keeping the treasure chest shut because it's under one. What the fuck? Well, we made it through the desert. That was pretty easy, all things considered. Seems like this next quest is over here. Whenever I get a fast travel point, I'm gonna go back and turn in that other quest. Okay, and I just immediately got one. Let's go back and turn that in. There's a whole section of this desert I didn't even go into.
Well, shall we continue?
This is becoming a nature makes a fine ally.
Okay. Found the treasure, really? Said no one was telling the truth after all. Hope you all hold it against me for bothering you with my little understanding, will you? I promise the treasure's yours. Yeah, fuck that other Nopon though. Oh, I'm leaving. I lost my community. Okay, I know you'll probably get it back, but it's still annoying. It's because he's involved in another quest. Nopons are... God, I hate them.
I'm glad it all worked out.
Alright. Let's just teleport back. I don't feel like walking across the desert again. I'm sure there's many other landmarks, but I'm not going to explore it now.
You remember our destination, don't you?
Aren't we intrepid?
No entomology boost?
This is becoming
I'm something of an expert.
I guess all this stuff is inside the capital, huh? I was expecting it to be in the desert. It just keeps getting pushed back further and further, so it's inside the capital, all this stuff.
This is becoming addictive.
Anxious guard, uh-oh. Well, you know this place is going to get bombed to hell and back. It's going to be pretty brutal, to say the least.
That's not right.
What's not right?
This Titan. Why isn't it in its real form?
You noticed?
What do you mean?
That isn't the original form of the Torna Titan. In ancient times, the Torna Titan held awesome power.
It's what, a dragon, I guess?
To dominate all the rest for 1,000 years.
Alright. Well, that's beautiful. You know, a lot of Titans got murdered. It's a wonder why later on they had nowhere to live. If they're just indiscriminately killing like 3 Titans a day. It's a wonder. It's a wonder they had anything left.
But the power was shut away when the Electors were first. Since then, the Titan has looked like this. See that glowing sphere in the castle tower? That forms the sea.
Is that what Malos is aiming for?
Why would he do that? Wouldn't it be a threat to him too?
Maybe you can control it.
I don't know myself. But in any case, if he makes a move for it, it is clear what we must do.
Agreed.
You can see the palace in the distance. We should head there first. Offer our report to His Majesty.
Wonder if he's gonna maybe make Adam have to possibly destroy his homeland. There's no one around. It's completely empty. Oresco, the royal capital. Okay, now everyone's here. Let's see. Anything good? Agility by 20, smash damage, start each battle with aggro. Medium effect might be good. Just buy one of those. Increases the HP restore when being revived. That's about it. Okay. The weaponsmith. The wood chip. And we have flower chips, of course. Yeah, but you see, these are not good for tank blades. These are good for literally everyone else, just to increase autos. So maybe I'll buy Minoth. This is what Minoth is using. So I need at least 3 of these. Yeah. I fucked up. Whatever. Don't worry, I'm sure in 5 minutes I'll get 3 of them, so this will be completely worthless. Okay. And then for, what's his name, for Jin, I gotta put it on manually. I don't think the weapons really change in this one. I think they stay the same, but that's whatever. Let's see, what do we get? Because I remember in the base game, I believe they changed. Machine for discovering buried treasure in the Denon Desert. One can use all the resources Torna has at its disposal and not come close to constructing a machine like this. But when salvage is considered, I suppose you could say that that is not definitively impossible. Fascinating. Leave it with me and I shall deliver to you the Gideon Goldmatron 5000. Let's wait a bit. I beg your pardon? He's loopy, so who knows, maybe he won't do it. I mean, do you really have a choice? Is there even anyone else to give it to? Oh, let's go looking very far. Many insects. Okay, nuts about bugs.
You scratch our backs, and we'll scratch yours.
Don't I own a bunch? Here we go. I won't use too many. $24 of these. Oh, these give a lot. Okay, well I should have been giving these to begin with. Maybe something generic. Nice, that's more than enough. Thanks so much. If I can boil this up and get her to drink it, then maybe, just maybe, that reminds me, I'm also partial to tinkering with machinery. What's he gonna give me?
Mission accomplished.
A white belt. I don't know. I don't see anyone else around that I could give this thing to. I don't know if I really have any a choice at all. I kind of have to give it to this man. He seems like a stable fellow, of course. So to you, the Gideon Goldmatron. Okay, sure. I'm sure it works. Why is this still a quest marker? Oh, because he has a quest as well. Okay. War on the Horizon is getting more and more difficult to find the parts I need. Okay, in other words, just more of these dump quests where you throw loot at people. Unfortunately, I don't have machine parts. This is one thing I don't really know where to farm. Because I think you have to farm it off of the same places over and over, right?
You're coming with me, treasure.
There you go, more of these.
Coming with me, treasure.
Smash resist. It's the N. Do you get anything from using the N at all? Short rest. I don't think you do. There's no like experience bonus for using N, I don't believe.
I have to.
But we get some extra levels, so there's nothing wrong with that. There you go, and he's finally caught up.
All credit to my siblings in arms.
So now everyone is level 39. So probably by the end of this, like the next couple of sessions or two, I should be like level 50, level 55, just from doing a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, okay, you can't get out of here once you go down here. So who is it? Just this guy? Okay, well, then if that's the case, I'm just going to move on. Because I'm not going to go back out to deliver that yet. That's way too far out the way. Maybe if anything ever takes me back to the desert, then yeah. There we go. Super strength. Where are they even going to move this? Oh, they're going to pull it.
The suspense is killing me.
Got a bunch of money and a ton of flower chips, which are kind of worthless now. We're on to wood chips.
We made it. Good
The
stuff.
Viridian Gate.
One of my favorite parts of adventuring.
Alright, so that's clearly where I need to go. I just want to take a look around here, see if there's anyone else. Dark gray slate piece. So there must be some kind of puzzle with the slate pieces that if once you get every single one, you could probably like assemble it. Maybe it's like a super boss or something. It gives you really good items. How do you get out of here?
This is new.
You can't leave through the median gate.
Can only be a good thing.
The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me.
Level 2 specials plus. So wait, how do you get out of here? Because you can't leave through that gate. Maybe you have to go this way. Maybe it opens as a result of the cutscene. Yeah, so you'd have to run all the way back there. They're kind of equidistant. So whatever, let's just push on and do the story, I guess.
The suspense is killing me.
Something's buried down here.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Okay. I like how just bootleg that looks. The treasure chest is just like sticks its head out the ground. Rhombus chip, glass chip, and tri-chip. So did it really just happen? Did I really just get better chips and I wasted my money? Maybe these are the tank chips. That's also possible. The glass chip won't do anything for these guys. It's a massive critical hit rate boost, but that's about it. Otherwise, it's worse. This is better, but it's more, well, it's kind of for tanks. Maybe I'll give this to a Gian, just because the Rhombus chip isn't that good. I mean, it'll lower his block rate, but I mean, he needs the boost. It's not like it's awful. Well, technically, this doesn't lower it that much either. It just lowers the crit rate. This lowers her block rate. But it gives us the most damage, so I figure I might as well do it. I haven't upgraded them in a long time anyway, so kind of makes sense. Okay. Fortunately, that kills his critical rate. Let's see, what can I get for 2,000 points? 1500. Or let's boost. Oh no, you have to get them in order. Oh, that sucks. I can actually. Here we go. Increases HP restore when reviving a teammate, which is kind of a waste because you know he's gonna die first before anyone else. But whatever. Next, I'll work towards getting restore 3% HP. So thank the Lord I can get this for her. Let's use an art after canceling with an art.
Must have improved.
And I can also add a 20% damage ratio after canceling an auto attack.
This is how I'll protect you all.
Now, is that additive? Yeah, it says adds, so I'm pretty confident it's additive. Boost strength by 10. Boost recharge for specials after canceling by 20. Yeah, we'll get the strength. Then we'll get the boost next time. Ether. Either of these two. I think these two might be the next two I get for him. What's down here? Extends launch duration and allows the use of art assigned to Y. Okay. Alright, good to just check that out from time to time. I didn't get any new weapons, so we're not changing that. Okay, pretty much straightforward. I have exactly 82,000 gold. Anything over here? Unearth, anything like that? Got some more of these barrels. There's got to be more than enough barrels to do this in the game. The problem is that I have to find them. I have to find enough of them.
This is becoming addictive.
I know the drill.
Okay. Save, just because we don't know what we're going to get ourselves into. Okay. Lord Adam and Your Majesty Emperor Hugo. I expect there must be some sort of emergency. Quaestor Amalthus is also gracing us with his presence. Please wait here. I'll inform the king you've arrived. So, you know, if Amalthus shows up, that's obviously good news.
Malos aims for the seal.
Yes. He draws ever closer to the capital, leaving destruction in his wake. Our path here was littered with the wounds of his procession, my lord.
So, the Questor's report was true. Noble Hugo. At this time of grave peril, you have afforded us your trusty aid. Your due will be our eternal thanks.
I'm scarcely worthy of it, Your Majesty. As the Titans breathe, I merely followed Prince Adam against the peril we face. In truth, it is to him that your kind praise is due.
The trust of the dread Ardanian throne. 'Tis a much valued gift to our young sire.
Oh, is that the prince? Dude, give me a fucking break.
It gladdens me.
Your most noble honors pierce my unworthy heart, my lord.
Begging your pardon, Lord, would that honor were the only currency in this grave business? An armed band transgressed the sacred boundaries of the capital without regal assent. The act merits bitter punishment.
Oh yeah, this guy is uptight. This is great.
I don't.
Indeed. The army of resistance fearlessly dashes to our nation's aid. They tremble not in the face of the mightiest of foes. To punish them is unthinkable.
Yes, but...
Shut the fuck up, dickhead.
Zeta, what does not bend only breaks. We must suffer to Adam his just bounty. I hereby enfeoff you as Lord of Heblin.
Oh, he's a real fan of that one.
First, I must busy myself with the command of the resistance force. We can't allow Malos to take the seal. I'd be much obliged if you could grant permission for the Resistance to move freely within your lands, Lord.
As you wish. Brave soldiers of Torna, hear your king. Our country must make its own sacrifice to halt the terrible power of the Aegis.
Indol too pledges its flesh and blood to the cause.
Oh, yeah.
I humbly confess that it was my own lack of foresight which brought us to this pass.
Of course Endel wants to help. That's great. He said all of 5 words in that meeting.
My brother, mother, my lord, what is your aim? Why give Heblin to Adam?
He has declined our offer. Perhaps our good wishes suffice.
Yet still he holds all the power. He makes allies of foreign lords without permission and gathers together a fighting force.
What are you doing?
Zeta, my brother, hear me well. The sickened world rests heavy upon my crown. I fear too heavy for my mortal neck.
Majesty.
And this disorderly throne is more apt for one such as Adam.
Mother, you mean to set my birthright on the caitiff's shoulders?
Oh boy, I wonder if he's going to betray people later. What a great guy. And finally breathe. What's wrong? You got asthma or something? It's alright, there's no need for concern. Laylor gets like this whenever she has to deal with formal situations. It's not ideal. I want to talk. You've been waiting outside the whole time, just idling by yourself. That's so selfish. Cut him some slack, Laura. Minoff had a good reason not to go, especially when his least favorite individual was attending. Yeah, Amalthus. I'm sorry I didn't. It's fine, I'm a coward, I admit it. I should endeavor to make sure that Minoff steers well clear of the Quaestor in future. So Adam, what's our next course of action? We may have warned them in time, but there's no telling when Malus might launch his attack. Indeed, we can start by taking a stroll around the city and seeing what the residents have to say. Can't be serious. Malus is virtually breathing down our necks. You won't waste time catching up. It's not what this is. We get to learn the lay of the land too, and we get an idea of the overall mood. He's right. Establishing a good rapport with the residents will give us an edge when the time comes. Perhaps the Aegis feels she can handle the situation all on her own. Fine, whatever. You will know better than me, so go on ahead. Bunch of bullies. We're not saying it to be mean, Mithra. Well, to make concessions, I think even you understand that now. You've really matured, you know. Am I supposed to take that as a compliment? You should. Adam's been looking out for you this whole time. You know he's being honest. Agreed, you should take his praise at face value. Let's set to exploring the city. Plenty of atmosphere to soak up. The Quaestor. So what are we doing? Just running in reverse around town? This is the same crazy dude. Well, that's unfortunately the one thing I didn't do, is I need to go find machine parts and just start shaking them down for pieces over and over and over and over and over again. Sounds like fun. Where is this guy? What? Okay, that's right there. Here we go, right here. No customers, nothing to do. Welcome to OBB's Textiles. Friends, not customers. OBB not have time for window shoppers. Please to scram. What do you mean by I not look busy? It's not a friend's business, but friends make valid observation. Nobody come to check wares of OBB. Patients coming to end of rope. Not sure why, but even other Nopons seem to keep distance. Maybe time to pack up shop. If only there were an easy way to rake in buckets of gold in one fell swoop. OBB has it. Recently spied Nopon Littlepon around town. Never see before. Littlepon traveling alone at a young age is only one possibility. Must be Littlepon of Aurus' hottest trade guild, name of Voltus. Would owe a great debt if friends could ask Littlepon for big inspiration. OBB right here. Looking forward to news of good news. Basically to help her make more money.
We're such saps.
Because that's all the Nopon ever want to do anyway. Number 1 gourmet. Still hungry, they not serve big portions here. You want Om Nom for something. Om Nom in middle of meal now will help later. Friends not happen to have food. This place make Om Nom angry, never feel full after eating. Friends have food, can you share some with Om Nom pretty please? Oh, of course. Time to just dump more food into this thing, so I need to go to a campsite and just cook up a whole bunch. Actually, it's good. I have this, so it's going to be complete. Beautiful. From leveling up, what was it? Aegean, I think? I'm pretty much set. I'm not feel like I just eat more than stomach size is just possible. But it's surely just imagination. Now for dessert. Even feminine Nopon like Om Nom have room for dessert. Looking forward to bringing of dessert. Oh, okay. Do I have to do that? Of course I do. Well, I don't have any dessert on me, so I have to wait. Not to worry, still room left in Om Nom's 7th belly. Alright, so I have to make dessert for Om Nom. Tico. Didn't mean to mumble in front of customers, I was miles away. I've got this friend you see, and lately he's been, I don't know, distant, absent-minded, just a bit weird, I guess. He stopped eating his favorite fish dishes, so I know something's up, but he won't talk to me about it. But maybe you could get through to him. Would you do that for me? His name is Joey, and you can find him tending to the Armu. Sorry to bother you with a little thing like that. Hopefully it's nothing at all. Anyhow, thank you so much.
I would be no leader if I turned down an opportunity like this.
There's a lot of side quests here. Holy shit, I'm still finding more. Also, there's a chance that friends are mighty heroic warriors. Morumo in charge of shopping ward. So good judge of character become kind of second nature. It becomes clear as cloudless sky now. Friends are just the heroes Morumo is searching for. Terrible thing. Googles start take up residence in Pilgrim Springland Peln. Oasis is no place for resty rest. Makes usual. Okay. Yes. More money for the Nopons. Wow. I didn't see that one coming.
We couldn't very well leave it alone, could we?
Absolutely not. More money for the Nopons. I've heard this plot line before. Joey, what's it to you? Tika sent you so nosy. I told her already everything's okay. 103 of my Armus have run away. It's my own dumb fault. I thought to see if the Armus had homing instinct. Spoiler warning, they don't. Not a single one of them got back. What a waste of time. So if you see any Armus running around out there, could you maybe bring them back here? Follow them by their tracks. The names are Yoma, Eiji, and Washish. You should come when you call them. Don't try to like fight them or tip them over. Yeah, it's like cows. It's like cow tipping or whatever the hell the meme is. I'm not sure if you noticed, but lantern at the side of the gate has gone out. Doesn't that bother you? It does. Like, what's the point of it even being there? I have no clue what he's talking about. What? Whatever. And next to me, he's my brother, but for reasons I prefer not to go into, I'd rather not ask him. In any case, I gotta do my duty. What lantern? That one right next to him? That there must be another one, because that one looks lit. I'm really not sure what lantern this man's talking about. I have no clue. Oh, this is there one right here? Yeah, it looks like there's a lantern over there that's not over here. I have no clue. Skins are rough today. I must not have slept enough. Of course, the body doesn't take care of itself, and it's tough to get the stuff for that around here. Okay. Torna's a bit behind the times. Arise where it's at for grooming technology. So what, he's just, like, completely fascinated with himself or some shit? Tracks. Okay, this is easy. This is an easy one to clear. Tracks are moves for sure. Looks like they went this way. Oh, look at this. That's some like Batman style detective vision. Well, it's taking me back out to the desert, so go figure, you know what I mean? Okay, there's 3 separate tracks. Ooh, we have a name monster over here. Sleepwalker Morph. This is the same theme. What the fuck is going on? Alright, no smash. So what do we have? Water, ice, and shadow. The heat. Volt. It's okay, I know what I'm doing. Just hang on. What are we even missing? Like earth and light? Yeah, so we'll do earth. Oh, I fucked up. Shit. I saw Mithra and I pressed A because I'm used to the base game where you pretty much always have her. Completely, like, zoned out mentally. Okay, so we have everything now. Let's get the heal. Let's do it. Okay. We will hit with fire. Let's do light. And then we need to do fire again. We don't need to do fire, we will do ice, I guess. We'll do Mithra again. And I guess water. We'll do Jin again. We will... Okay, this is pretty straightforward at this point. I'm running out of elements to even decide for. I think I just have to do fire first and then work my way towards water as well. So this one I'm going to break light, which means I need to start working on... Oop, almost didn't get that. Just haze. Same with you. The next time I use Adam. Oh, that's it. It's full burst. It doesn't matter. Goodbye. Overkill. We're going to get to see this one again. There's also another one that's like level 30 I skipped a while ago that I can go kill. Alright.
We're so powerful. I mean, we are, right? But that's
Terra brand on Earth. Okay.